Hey guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're gonna discuss about Queen. It will be an updated video of my Queen teams that I did in the past. I'm not farming the event today, so I was like, why not? Let's just update the Queen teams. It will be only speed teams without GANGELO. I will show you what kind of team exists with the heroes that I have and I can use. So I will show you everything. Most of them are end game guys. Don't expect to be able to do this if you started a month ago. You're gonna need a lot of ascensions, you're gonna need equipment, you're gonna need heroes. So don't stress out. This is for after. This is not at the beginning or not even beginning mid game stuff like that. This comes after. Obviously, if you're a whale and you have every single hero ascended, you don't care, you have Gangelo, right? So yeah, first of all, I'm gonna show you the equipment, and then we're gonna go into different teams. I will go from the most basic, slowest to the fastest, and the most experimental one. And yeah, so stay tuned. Make sure to follow my YouTube channel, follow and come on our Discord, Twitch, everything in the description. And let's jump into the equipment. So the heroes we're gonna use today is Dasmond, Blackhorn, Zatluk, Santis, Bloody Mary, Hulens, Valuk. Now it's nothing particular, but you might be like, Bloody Mary, why? I will show you at the end. It's the fastest comp so far. It's an experimental comp. I will explain more. But let's start with the stats and the gear. Dasmond, you want a lot of HP. His ultimate basically will damage himself based on HP, and basically he'll make damage of HP. So you want a lot of HP. You don't want a lot of defense. So make sure you put more HP than defense. Other than that, obviously speed focus, nothing special. I would prefer to have him on revival set. Unfortunately, I don't have it. Hence why we are also building queen teams. Then we go into Mr. Blackhorn. Blackhorn, nothing special. You don't want speed, you don't want focus. All you want is like a lot of HP, a lot of defense. I don't know, defense you can even ignore. If it's only for queen, you just ignore defense, you ignore resistance, everything. A lot of HP, that's it, that's Blackhorn. Again, same. Most probably when it comes to raids, revival is the best for tanks. The dragon scale is not really useful for the raids as they don't really crit. Then we go into Mr. Zatlux. So for Zatlux, me personally, I mean not personally, you as well, if you want to follow those teams, your Zatlux has to go first every single time, every single composition. So he needs a lot of speed. Obviously, Santis is someone that's already very fast based on the glyphs, essentials, and everything. So you're gonna most probably need above 170, 80 on your Zatlux to outspeed everyone. And then obviously 70% crit, 300 crit damage, and 3.67 attack. It's way more than you need. I think the minimum is 3.8 and 250 crit damage, something like that. But again, a lot of people did Excel files, go look at them. Then we go into Santis. Obviously, Santis curse set, that's a must. You have to have her in curse set. If you're early game, don't stress, just focus on HP. But now we are talking about end game. We're talking about bad boy still things, right? So a lot of HP, a lot of defense, a lot of speed, a lot of focus, and that's it. I mean, it's Santis. We all know her. It has been a while. Then we go into Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary, you just want her very tanky. But as you can see, mine is not that tanky. The thing is, you really want Assassin set. It kinda also works on Cursed, but Assassin is better because basically on Assassin, Bloody Mary passive, which is basically the damage she does based on HP percentage, is increased by Assassin set. Now, most probably it's a bug and will be nerfed, so make sure to abuse it now. But Assassin set works on Bloody Mary, and you have a 50% chance to make more damage on her as one with the passive. As you can see, my Assassin set is amazing. I just took whatever I had. The necklace is fine, and the weapon is fine. But basically, you just want the Assassin set, and then 2 pieces, the best pieces you can get on her, just to make her the most tanky possible. You don't need focus. You kind of want her to be a little bit fast. You want her to be obviously faster than the queen, just so she lands this attack at her attacks before the queen plays. Then we go into Mr. Hulens. Same with Desmond, you want a lot of HP. Hulens is really hard to build. He's an elite squishy hero. Fully glyphed and ascended, doesn't matter. You're gonna need some god gear on him. Mine is only on 17k HP. I would love to have way more, around 20. Obviously, that would mean plus 15 the gear. However, Hulens needs to be on revival, or it's just way too hard for some compositions and teams. So you really need him on revival. Obviously, mine revival is mainly defense. Again, I need to farm queen. So yeah, he has 1.6k defense. I would way rather prefer have 20k HP and maybe 1.4k defense. Obviously, revival scales off your max HP, so you want more HP. Same here. He needs to be faster than the queen, and also a lot. Not a lot, but you need some focus, right? And then we go into our last hero, Mr. Valuk. Everyone knows Valuk. Personally, I like him on Cursed. I think the best is Cursed. Obviously, he applies poison on based on his S1. So we really need poisons. Again, faster than Queen. Queen is, I think, 145, 141, something like that. But it's just the order. Like, I also want my Valuk to be most probably, not most probably, but I want my Valuk to be faster than my Santis. So she always goes after him. So he applies poison number 1, and then he applies poison number 1, and then she applies the proc of her ascension. And I am not bullshitting. 166. I knew I had to do something. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. You don't see anything. We all farmed anyway. It's all good. It's all happy. So yeah, you want Valuk to be faster than your Santis. So he applies this poison, and he is now faster than my Santis. It is. Great. Let's jump into the first team. I will show you the comps. In total, we have, I think, 5 comps. I don't know. We'll see. If I'm happy today, I will show you 5, maybe less. I don't know. Watch the video. Let's jump into the teams. So, the first team is obviously the most basic one, as you already know. It's basically Valuk, Santis, Zatux, and Blackhorn. You can use Zordira, you can use Metasia, whatever you have, you can use as Blackhorn. This is basically the composition you're gonna use. This is the number 2 step up from the beginning. So what I mean is, obviously we all started with Santis, Valuk, and Rodira or whatever, and Hakrim. And once you start farming and you get finally some good gear, you can put your Zatlux instead of Hakrim, and that becomes the speed team. So this is the very first speed team you can actually build. It's not the fastest one, it's the most reliable, I would say. But yeah, that's basically what you can get at this stage. Again, Santis curse set, Valut curse set, Zatlux, you need 131 speed just to outspeed the first waves. And then you don't really care if you're faster or not with your Zatlux than the boss, but you have to be faster than any other hero. Again, Santis usually tends to be very fast. You maybe if you didn't level up her glyphs, she won't be as fast. But again, yeah. Obviously, Santis and Valuk's ultimates needs to be off. Zatlux Blackhorn ultimates are on, and I'm running the heal and the shield on this run. But you can also run either defense down or the stun to take off some buffs. Let's go to the next one. Just before the time was, I think, 3 minutes something. So that's now the comp number 2. Basically, we're gonna switch Hulens for Valuk, which basically means we can go directly for the face's boss. Now, generally speaking, whenever you use Hulens, there is a 80% chance he only lands the no heal. So there's basically 20% chance that for some teams you're basically gonna fail it, and for some teams it's just gonna be slower. Obviously, when it comes to the composition of Blackhorn, Santis, and Hulens, you won't fail because they won't die, but the intention here is to be fast. And the issue here will be that some runs might be a bit slower because if he doesn't land the no heal, basically she's gonna get healed and it will make the run longer. So in this case, in this scenario with this team, the only issue is, well, if Hulens doesn't land the no heal. Again, it's at 80%. It's not a problem of focus, whatever. It's just like Williams ultimate. You're just gonna not land it during some runs. That's just statistics. That's the math. That's the 80%. But overall, it's faster than the previous one on average. So yeah, and the total time is 3. Now we're going to go into team number 3. Basically, it's Dasmond, Santis, Zatluk, Blackhorn. Obviously, to be able to do this, you need the Dasmond, right? Now, how it works, we're gonna start by the ad on the right, and then we go onto the boss. And when we go onto the boss, basically, she will already lose 50% HP per tick, because that's how like Dasmond's ultimate works. Once she reaches 50% of basically stacks, she's gonna use 50% of HP. And then Santa's basically gonna finish her off. Again, the issue you're gonna see every turn, Dasmond gonna play while being on ultimate, as you can see here, he gonna take damage. Hence why it's really good to have way more HP than defense, and most probably it's even better to have him on revival rather than anything else. Now, this composition in overall is the fastest, maybe not the fastest, but in terms of safeness and fastness, it's the best one. It's 100% success and you never die. Obviously, if you have the specific gear, but you never die and you do it the fastest way. And the time is, I think, 2 minutes something. Yeah. Okay, so the last team is basically Bloody Mary, Santis, Hulens, and Zatlux. You want your Zatlux to go first, and obviously your team gonna go for the boss directly. You don't want to have your Hulens or Santis ultimate on, and yeah, you go for the face. Now, how it works is your Hulens needs to put the unheal, the no heal on the boss. Whenever he fails to do so, that's where you have a chance to fail the run. Now, in this specific run, you will see that you still have a chance to recover, but because you can see, she just got healed, but it really depends on the gear you have on those heroes. The better gear you have, the more and more chances you go from 90 to 100. But yeah, basically how it works. Hulens puts the no heal on the boss. Santes puts the poisons and kill the boss. Bloody Mary joint attacks and attacks the boss for 10k with the proc from the assassin set, 6k without the proc. And as you can see, you just basically go like hard mode on her and try to kill her like that. In this case, as you can see, I was very lucky, but usually because of that, you would have failed. Now I did 10 runs. I mean, just to test it out and see. I still don't know if I prefer to farm it as this team with a chance to fail, or just add 20-30 seconds and farm it with Dasmond and have it at 100%. For me, I don't know. I don't want to give you my opinion. It's up to you guys. If you prefer, do it like that. But here's the loot after 10 runs. So as you can see, the fastest time was 1:44, which basically without GANGELO is insane. As you can see from the loot, you can see that I might have failed only once or not even once. But since the total duration was 20 minutes, I guess it was 10 times success. So yeah, let's go into the main screen and discuss it. So yeah, guys, as you can see, those are the teams. I presented you the teams. All of them works. Obviously, Hulen's teams with Bloody Mary, because of the statistics, well, you have a 20% chance to lose. Now you have 2 turns to kinda attack her and put the no heal. So there's like it's not 20, it's less. But regardless, it's not 100% for sure. Maybe if Hulens would be on cursed, there's a higher probability it fails less. But then the survivability without the revival on him is really not great. Overall, guys, leave in comments what do you think is the best. What do you maybe if there's any other team I'm not aware of. I know there's other team with light brand that also can be used. I don't know if it's a speed team. I don't have light brand. I can't test it. But yeah, leave comments if you think there's any other speed team. If I have missed something, let me know which team you'd prefer the most and which one can you use. I hope the video helped you out. So just in return, please subscribe. You know you want it. Join me on Discord. Follow my Twitch. All the links are in the description. And see you tomorrow. I will most probably stream. I don't know when yet, but for sure either Saturday or Sunday. And for sure tomorrow. What I'm talking about. Okay, it's really late. See you tomorrow. Have a lovely weekend, guys. Enjoy. And yeah, spread the love. What?